Yo, what's good, fam? The internet is straight up on fire right now. Like, you can feel the tension boiling over on every timeline. Fans are in complete shock. And social media is straight up wilding with this breaking news that nobody saw coming. This ain't your usual rap beef or petty shade. Nah, this is next level dark secrets, betrayals, and drama spilling from the deepest corners of the Chi-Town rap scene. So here's the tea. Asian Doll just dropped a bombshell that's got the whole rap community shook. She's exposed Lil Durk's dark secret about King Von. And no, this ain't no simple rumor or some light diss track. This is deep, personal, and raw stuff that's got fans questioning everything they thought they knew about one of the most tragic stories in recent hip-hop history. People are asking, why now? Why Asian Doll? And most importantly, what does this mean for Lil Durk, King Von's legacy, and the family that's still picking up the pieces? The drama is thick. Emotions are running high, alliances are breaking, and the comment sections are officially war zones. But here's the kicker. We're only scratching the surface. The full truth? Nah, that's still hidden in the shadows. And trust me, what Asian Doll revealed is just the beginning. You're gonna wanna stick around because this story twists harder than a roller coaster. And once you hear all the details, your whole perspective on this iconic Chi-Town saga will be flipped upside down. Alright, buckle up. Let's dive deep into the mess, the betrayals, and the secret side of this story nobody dared to tell. Yet, the scene was set like a powder keg ready to blow. Rumors had been swirling for weeks, but nobody expected Asian Doll to step forward and drop a bomb that would shake the whole rap community. It all started with a simple Instagram story, a vague message that had fans scratching their heads. Then came the tweets, the subtweets, the cryptic posts, all hinting at something darker lurking beneath the surface of Lil Durk and King Von's brotherhood. And trust me, fam, what she revealed was way beyond anything anyone could have imagined. The internet instantly went wild. Fans from Chicago to Atlanta to New York couldn't stop speculating. What's Asian Doll talking about? Is this really the truth about Von and Durk's relationship? Social media exploded with hashtags like "that Asian exposes Durk" and "that King Von truth." Even the usually chill fan bases turned into battlegrounds. Comment sections became war zones. Fans trading shots, calling each other out, defending their favorites like their lives depended on it. But let's back up a little and set the stage for why this blew up so hard. Lil Durk and King Von were more than just label mates or collaborators. They were seen as family, brothers from the streets who made it big together. Von's death left a wound that seemed to unite everyone. Durk took on the role of protector, almost like a guardian of Von's legacy. So when Asian Doll hinted that there was some kind of betrayal, fans couldn't believe it. They felt like they'd been punched in the gut. In an exclusive chat that leaked to a few insiders, Asian Doll allegedly said, "There's a side to Durk and Von's story no one's ready for. It's messy, it's painful, and it's been buried for too long." The way she said it made people lean in even harder. What was this dark secret? Was it about loyalty, money, or something way deeper? The drama kicked into overdrive when an anonymous source close to both rappers confirmed there had been tension brewing behind the scenes months before Von's tragic death. Apparently, it wasn't just industry politics or street rivalries. This was something personal, something that split their circle and left wounds that never healed. The source said, they weren't on the same page about some serious stuff. People don't want to talk about it because it messes with Von's image, but it's true. Of course, the street chatter caught fire after this. Rumors spiraled out of control. Some fans claimed Durk felt overshadowed by Von's rising star and was jealous. Others insisted that Von had secrets that made him distrust Durk. But the real shocker came when Asian Doll hinted that Durk might have played a role in keeping Von in dangerous situations. Situations that ultimately led to his death. "How could you do this to me?" Asian Doll's words echoed in leaked voice notes sent to close friends. Her heartbreak was real, her anger palpable. She spoke about feeling betrayed by someone she once trusted. Fans pieced together that her frustration wasn't just about music or fame. It was personal, deeply personal. The social media landscape transformed overnight. Viral videos popped up showing old clips of Durk and Von laughing, vibing, acting like inseparable brothers. Juxtaposed with those were clips of Asian Doll's cryptic posts, fiery comments, and emotional breakdowns. The contrast created a chaotic energy online. Fans felt torn between nostalgia and the new revelations. It didn't stop there. A few influential hip-hop accounts picked up on the story and ran with it. Say Cheese TV released a commentary video analyzing Asian Doll's claims and connecting dots from past interviews and songs. Candidly, Cassie jumped in with a live stream reacting to the drama and trying to piece together what might have really happened behind the scenes. Rap Daily's quick updates kept the story trending for days, while DJ Academics stirred the pot further by questioning Durk's authenticity in handling Von's legacy. Inside the streets, the talk was even heavier. Insiders whispered about meetings that got heated, about loyalty tests that went wrong. One local Chicago source shared that the family was left divided, with some loyal to Durk and others standing by Von's memory in ways that caused tension. The divide wasn't just emotional, it was real, threatening to blow up everything the two rappers built together. Amidst all this, Asian Doll's role became more mysterious. Some fans wondered if she was seeking revenge. Others believed she was just trying to tell the truth. Either way, the drama surrounding her revelations was unstoppable. Her social media blew up with support and hate in equal measures. Some called her brave for exposing what no one else would, while others accused her of stirring unnecessary beef and disrespecting Von's memory. But here's where the plot thickens. Just as things seemed to be settling into this toxic feud, an unexpected twist hit the scene. Leaked DM screenshots surfaced, showing a conversation between Durk and Asian Doll. The messages were tense, emotional, and hinted at unresolved issues far beyond the public eye. In one message, Durk supposedly said, "You don't know the full story, and you never will." Asian Doll fired back, "The truth's coming out, whether you like it or not." The back and forth hinted that whatever went down between them wasn't a simple misunderstanding. It was a full-blown personal war. Fans went wild dissecting every word, searching for clues about what was really at stake. Theories ranged from disputes over money, relationships, to accusations of betrayal that cut deeper than anyone imagined. As the days passed, the intensity didn't fade. Instead, it escalated. A viral fan reaction video showed young supporters of King Von breaking down, confused and hurt by the new revelations. One fan cried on camera, saying, "I don't know who to believe anymore. This messes with my whole vibe around their music." It was clear that the fallout wasn't just drama. It was affecting real people emotionally. To add fuel to the fire, a rival rapper who had history with both Durk and Von jumped into the mix, dropping a diss track that referenced Asian Doll's claims and throwing shade on Durk's character. The track went viral overnight, with fans debating if it was a clever move or just adding unnecessary chaos. The streets buzzed with speculation about alliances and whether this was the start of a new chapter in the ongoing saga. Meanwhile, some close friends of Von stepped out publicly, trying to defend his legacy and calling for respect amidst the chaos. One said, "This isn't about beef or drama. It's about honoring Von and making sure his story is told right." But even their attempts at calm seemed to only stir the pot more, as fans dissected every statement, looking for hidden meanings or secret digs. The social media comment sections became battlegrounds of emotions, heated arguments, fan wars, and even heartfelt apologies. Hashtags like "Now Von loyalists" and "Our Durk defenders" trended side by side, creating a divide that mirrored the one on the streets. The story had officially turned into a cultural moment, something bigger than just music. It was about loyalty, trust, and the price of fame in a world where every secret eventually comes out. Asian Doll's revelations had opened a door that no one could close. It was clear that this drama was far from over. The question on everyone's mind: what really happened between Lil Durk and King Von? And how deep does this dark secret go? The answers were buried in layers of emotion, betrayal, and the harsh realities of the streets. And just when fans thought they had seen it all, a new piece of information started making rounds. A mysterious voice note from Von himself, recorded before his death, hinting at problems in his inner circle. The audio was grainy, but the tone was serious, almost like a warning. It said, "Watch who you trust. Some people close to you ain't really your brothers." The leak sent shockwaves through the community, adding yet another twist to this already tangled story. The stage was now set for even more explosive revelations. With emotions running high, the family divided, and the fanbase caught in the middle. The drama was reaching a boiling point. Every new post, every tweet, every leaked message was like gasoline on the fire, threatening to ignite a full-blown feud that could change rap culture forever. Hold tight, because the real story, the behind-the-scenes truth, is about to get even darker. Asian Doll isn't done spilling tea, and neither is the internet when it comes to peeling back the layers of this mystery. Keep watching, because what happens next will leave you speechless. As the leaked voice note from Von continued to circulate, fans felt like they were uncovering secrets that had been buried for too long. The phrase, "watch who you trust," became a haunting reminder that the story wasn't just about music or fame. It was about survival, loyalty, and betrayal on a whole different level. Social media users started digging up old footage, interviews, and posts, searching for clues that might explain what Von was warning about. But here's the thing. The more people looked, the messier it got. Some old friends of Von stepped up with their own stories, painting pictures of cracks that formed long before his death. One close associate, speaking off the record, said, "It wasn't just about Durk or any one person. There were issues in the crew, secrets, jealousies, fights that nobody wanted the public to know." Apparently, what Asian Doll hinted at was just the tip of the iceberg. Then came the bombshell. A new set of texts leaked between Durk and a mysterious figure connected to Von's inner circle. In these messages, Durk was seen pleading for loyalty and trying to calm tensions after Von's death. But the tone was desperate, almost like he was trying to control a narrative that was slipping away from him. "We gotta keep this family tight," one text read. "No more drama." But fans weren't buying it. They saw it as damage control after things had already exploded. The streets caught wind of the leaks, and the reactions were savage. Some people said Durk was playing a double game, publicly mourning Von while privately fueling conflicts that kept him at the center of attention. Others argued that Durk was just trying to survive in a brutal industry that rewards power plays and keeps friends and enemies dangerously close. Amidst the chaos, Asian Doll doubled down. In a late-night livestream, her emotions spilled out raw and unfiltered. "You think this is just music? Nah. It's about who's real, who's fake, and who's willing to let their own die for the game," she said, her voice cracking with pain and rage. She didn't name names, but her tone made it clear she wasn't backing down. "I know the truth, and the people who hurt Von, they're still out here acting like they, the good guys." Fans were eating this up. The stream racked up millions of views in hours, and the comment section was a frenzy of support, skepticism, and heated debates. Some praised Asian Doll for her courage. Others accused her of seeking attention or dragging Von's name through the mud. Either way, the internet was obsessed. Then came another twist. A supposed audio clip leaked, rumored to be a conversation between Durk and Von just weeks before Von's death. In the clip, Von's voice sounded tense, frustrated. "Man, I don't know if I can trust everyone," he said. Durk's response was calm but clipped. "You gotta watch yourself, bro. Some people ain't who they say they are." The clip was grainy and could have been fake, but fans couldn't ignore how it fit perfectly into the narrative unfolding online. The fallout was immediate. People flooded social media with theories, piecing together every word and gesture. Some even speculated that Von's death wasn't just a tragic street incident, but part of a larger power struggle that involved more than just the obvious players. The idea that dark secrets were at play caught fire, creating a storm that no one could contain. Meanwhile, Durk kept a low profile, but his social media activity told a different story. He posted cryptic quotes about loyalty, pain, and betrayal that only fueled the rumors. Fans dissected every lyric from his latest tracks, looking for hidden messages aimed at Asian Doll or others involved. One line from a recent song, "Watch your circle, snakes everywhere," blew up as a subliminal diss. The street buzz was that Durk was fighting back in his own way, through music and subtle shade. But here's where the drama got even thicker. A new player entered the game. A close confidant of Asian Doll, known only as K, dropped a series of interviews hinting at explosive details that could change everything. According to K, the tension between Durk and Von wasn't just about business or fame. It was about betrayal at the highest level, loyalty broken in the bloodiest way. "People don't want to believe it, but the streets talk," K said in one interview. There were moves made behind the scenes that nobody knew about, promises broken, loyalty tested. It was a mess from the jump. K claimed that Durk had made decisions that put Von in harm's way, and that some in their circle covered it up to protect themselves. The response to K's claims was wild. Supporters of Asian Doll felt vindicated, while Durk's camp dismissed the stories as lies designed to create chaos. The divide between fans grew wider, and the online arguments got more intense. Rap District and No Jumper jumped on the story, hosting heated debates and interviews that kept the drama alive 24/7. As the story grew, family members of both rappers were dragged into the spotlight. Emotional posts from Von's siblings begging for peace mixed with statements from Durk's relatives defending his character. The public family drama added a raw, personal layer that made the conflict feel even more real and heartbreaking. Amidst the frenzy, a new hashtag trended: Von Legacy over drama, a call from fans wanting to honor King Von's memory without the mess. But even that peaceful movement couldn't stop the gossip machine. Drama, after all, sells. As social media erupted, the comments sections became the Wild West. Conspiracy theories, emotional breakdowns, fan rants, and even threats flew fast and furious. Every new leak or post sent waves of reactions. A popular meme emerged showing Durk and Asian Doll as characters in a soap opera, highlighting just how intense and chaotic this real-life drama had become. The internet was obsessed. The narrative had everything: friendship, betrayal, tragedy, secret conversations, mysterious leaks, and public call-outs. Fans couldn't get enough. The story felt like a never-ending roller coaster of emotions. Just when you thought you had it figured out, a new twist would hit, leaving everyone gasping. And just when the drama seemed to reach a peak, rumors began circulating about a possible meeting between Asian Doll and Durk, a face-to-face confrontation to settle their differences once and for all. Insiders said the meeting was tense, filled with accusations, tears, and moments of truth. Neither side confirmed it publicly, but the buzz around it added even more fuel to the fire. The question on everyone's lips now was, would this meeting bring closure or spark even more chaos? As the street rumors grew louder, fans prepared for the next chapter in what was quickly becoming one of the most explosive sagas in rap history. And trust me, fam, this was just getting started. The deeper you dig, the darker it gets. Stay tuned, because the next part is about to reveal secrets and confrontations you won't believe. The rumors about that secret meeting between Asian Doll and Lil Durk had everyone on edge. Was this going to be the moment all the truth came out? Or just another episode in this never-ending saga? Insiders said the vibe was electric. Emotions running wild, old wounds opening up again, and the weight of King Von's legacy hanging over every word spoken. People close to both said, it was like a powder keg ready to blow. The story leaked fast. Apparently, Asian Doll confronted Durk about the dark secret she'd exposed. She demanded answers. "How could you let Von down like that?" she asked, voice trembling with a mix of anger and heartbreak. Durk, on the other hand, was said to be defensive but also tired, like the weight of years of betrayal and grief was crushing him. "I did what I had to do," he reportedly said. "It wasn't perfect, but I kept it real." The tension in that room was said to be so thick, it could be cut with a knife. Friends close to the scene said there were moments when it looked like the whole thing might explode into a physical fight. But at the same time, there were tears too. Proof that beneath all the anger, there was pain, loss, and regret. This confrontation was leaked in bits and pieces, fueling a wildfire of speculation online. Fans dissected every detail, looking for clues about who was right, who was wrong, and what really went down in those final days before King Von's death. The street chatter said the meeting didn't exactly clear the air. If anything, it exposed just how deep the scars ran. Meanwhile, Asian Doll went on another live stream after the meeting. This time, her words were softer, but just as powerful. "It's not just about me or Durk," she said. "It's about Von and the truth. People deserve to know what happened." Her vulnerability struck a chord with many fans, but others accused her of playing the victim card. The backlash was intense, and once again, the comment section was a war zone. In the middle of all this, a new piece of the puzzle dropped. An old interview with King Von resurfaced, where he spoke cryptically about trust and loyalty. "You gotta watch the people closest to you," he said. "Sometimes the ones who say they got your back are the ones ready to stab you." The timing of this clip sent chills through fans. It felt like Von was speaking directly to the drama unfolding now. even though it was recorded before any of it blew up. The emotional roller coaster wasn't just online. It spilled into real life. Friends and family on both sides were dealing with the fallout. One close friend of Von's said, "This whole situation tore us apart. It's like the family was left divided, and nobody's winning." People talked about how loyalty and betrayal weren't just words. They were wounds that cut deep. Social media influencers jumped all over this part of the story. Rap Daily posted a breakdown video calling it the most heartbreaking rap drama of the decade. No Jumper hosted a podcast episode featuring insiders who gave raw, unfiltered takes on the power dynamics behind the scenes. DJ Academics dropped hot takes that stirred up even more controversy, questioning if Durk was really the man he portrayed himself to be. Amid all the noise, a surprising voice came forward. Von's mother. In an emotional statement, she pleaded for peace and respect. "My son's legacy is bigger than this drama," she said. "We want the truth, yes, but we also want healing." Her words softened some of the tension, but they also reminded everyone how personal this story really was. Then came a twist no one saw coming. A new leak surfaced, an alleged video clip showing Durk and Von in a heated argument just days before Von's death. In the clip, their voices are raised, frustration clear in every word. "You can't keep doing this," Von said. "I'm trying to protect you and this whole crew," Durk fired back. "You don't understand the pressure I'm under." The clip was grainy and unverified, but it added fuel to the fire, making fans question everything they thought they knew. The drama wasn't just confined to the music world anymore. It had entered mainstream conversations about loyalty, trust, and the harsh realities of street life. News outlets picked up the story, debating whether this feud would have lasting impacts on Chicago's rap scene. The narrative was bigger than just the rappers. It was about culture, community, and the cost of fame. Fans continued to debate fiercely online. Some felt Asian Doll was right to speak out, exposing a truth no one else dared. Others stood by Durk, believing he was unfairly targeted, and just trying to protect Von's legacy in his own way. This division wasn't just about opinions. It was about identity, street codes, and personal loyalty. The drama was also shaping up to have real career consequences. Industry insiders whispered that some brands and collaborators were nervous about being associated with the feud. Some suggested Durk's upcoming projects might be delayed or reshaped because of the negative energy swirling around him. Others thought Asian Doll's image was shifting from just a rapper to a key figure in one of the biggest rap controversies in recent memory. Through it all, one thing was clear: emotions ran high, and the family was left divided. This wasn't a simple story about beef. It was about broken bonds, shattered trust, and the price of truth in a world where loyalty is everything. The fallout from Asian Doll's exposé and the drama between Durk and Von wasn't just entertainment. It was a raw, painful reality for everyone involved. But despite the tension, some fans hoped for reconciliation. Rumors about possible future collaborations between Durk and Asian Doll sparked excitement, with some hoping they could heal their differences for Von's legacy. Others were skeptical, thinking the wounds were too deep and the drama too toxic. And just when people thought the saga couldn't get any more intense, another revelation dropped. A leaked message from an unknown source, claiming to have proof that some members of their circle knew more about the events leading to Von's death than they ever admitted. This hint of a cover-up sent shockwaves through the fanbase, sparking new theories and fresh debates. The internet was buzzing non-stop, hungry for every update, every leak, every emotional confession. The story was no longer just about Lil Durk, King Von, or Asian Doll. It was about the complicated, messy, and painful truths behind fame, friendship, and loyalty in the rap game. Hold tight, because this saga isn't slowing down anytime soon. The next chapter promises to be even more explosive. Secrets revealed, alliances broken, and maybe, just maybe, some healing on the horizon. The leaked message claiming hidden knowledge about Von's death sent the entire community into a frenzy. Who was this mysterious source? What exactly did they know? And most importantly, why hadn't this info come out before? Rumors spiraled out of control as everyone tried to piece together a puzzle that kept growing more complicated by the day. People said the streets were whispering about a possible cover-up that involved more than just personal beef, maybe even people in power trying to keep the truth buried. Social media exploded with hashtags like Truth for Von, and Uncover the Lies trending across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Fans demanded answers, tagging Durk, Asian Doll, and everyone connected, pleading for transparency. Fan accounts dedicated hours of live streams breaking down every hint and clue, trying to connect dots that no one officially confirmed. The comment sections were battlegrounds, with fans defending their favorites fiercely, while others called for unity and peace in memory of Von. Amid all this chaos, Asian Doll dropped another bombshell during a surprise live session. This time, she didn't just hint. She straight up claimed there were people close to Durk who knew more about what happened than they ever let on. "Some of these folks are protecting themselves, not the legacy," she said, voice dripping with frustration and sadness. She also suggested that the truth might come out through court cases or investigations still ongoing behind the scenes. This statement sent shockwaves, making people wonder if the drama was about to spill into legal battles. At the same time, Durk remained mostly silent publicly, but insiders said he was working behind the scenes to manage the damage. Some sources claimed Durk was reaching out to family members of Von, trying to keep bridges from burning, while others said tensions were still high and conversations were far from smooth. The duality of Durk's public mourning and private struggle created a confusing picture that only fueled more speculation. Then, the emotional toll of the situation became impossible to ignore. Several mutual friends of Von, Durk, and Asian Doll shared stories about how the feud was affecting them mentally and emotionally. One close friend said, "It's like watching a slow-motion train wreck. Everybody's hurting, but nobody knows how to fix it." This raw vulnerability added a new dimension to the story. It wasn't just drama for views anymore. It was about real people, real pain, and real consequences. The music world also started to react. A few artists who'd worked with Von and Durk issued public statements, calling for peace and respect for Von's memory. Some hinted at cancelling shows or delaying projects out of respect for the emotional climate. The feud had reached a level where it was affecting not just the fans, but the entire rap community's vibe. Meanwhile, the conspiracy theories kept growing wilder. Some fans suggested that Von's death was linked to bigger power plays within the Chicago rap scene, involving rival crews and industry insiders. Others believed there were key pieces of evidence still hidden, videos, texts, or recordings that would blow the case wide open once released. This speculation kept fans glued to their screens, waiting for any new drops or leaks. The divide between Asian Doll and Durk seemed almost impossible to bridge, but a few moments of unexpected humanity caught people's attention. There were reports of mutual moments of silence, shared grief, and even small private gestures of apology. It reminded fans that beneath all the drama, there was still love and respect buried under years of pain and mistrust. As the story continued to unfold, the legacy of King Von remained at the center. A tragic figure whose life and death had sparked a whirlwind of emotions, revelations, and conflicts. Many fans expressed hope that the drama wouldn't overshadow Von's music and impact on the culture. "He deserves more than this drama," one fan wrote. "His legacy has to be bigger than the beef." Industry watchers speculated what the fallout would mean for the future careers of both Durk and Asian Doll. Some said Durk might have to rebuild his image after the controversy, while others believed Asian Doll's fearless truth-telling would cement her as a powerful voice in the rap world. Either way, the stakes were high, and the next moves by both artists would be crucial. And just when you thought the saga had reached its peak, whispers started about a possible documentary or docuseries exploring everything, from Von's rise and tragic death to the feud's explosive aftermath. Insiders hinted that exclusive interviews, unseen footage, and deep dives into the secrets might be coming soon, promising to bring even more jaw-dropping revelations to light. This story was no longer just a gossip headline. It was a complex, multi-layered drama with real-life consequences, emotional scars, and a legacy hanging in the balance. The fans, the artists, and the whole rap community were caught in a whirlwind of heartbreak, suspicion, and the desperate search for truth. As of now, the internet remains on edge, waiting for the next chapter in what has become one of the most intense, heartbreaking, and unpredictable stories in rap culture history. Will the truth finally come out? Will there be healing, or will the feud destroy everything these artists have built? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. This saga is far from over, and the drama, the secrets, and the emotions are just getting started. So there you have it, the wildest, rawest, and most shocking rap drama unfolding right before our eyes. Asian Doll, exposing Lil Durk's dark secret about King Von, has sent shockwaves through the streets and online, tearing apart friendships, dividing families, and leaving fans completely stunned. From leaked messages to secret meetings and emotional confrontations, this saga has everything: betrayal, heartbreak, mystery, and a legacy hanging in the balance. But the question remains, will this feud destroy their careers for good? Or is there a chance for healing and truth to finally come to light? One thing's for sure, the streets are watching, the fans are talking, and the drama is far from over. Now it's your turn. What do you think really happened behind the scenes? Who's telling the truth? And who's hiding secrets? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button if you're here for the real talk, and don't forget to subscribe for more insane rap drama and all the latest updates. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Stay tuned, stay loud, and keep it locked right here. Peace. Peace.